Hello everyone. Alright, and listen, today we are going to write paragraphs of contrast. Okay, you are going to take your class book page 100. There we will analyze our writing model and describe differences in writing. In a paragraph of contrast, you write about the differences between two things, okay? In a paragraph of contrast, we describe and we give the differences between two things. You can use facts and descriptive words to show differences between them, okay? So, what can we compare and contrast? We can compare and contrast people. If this person is short, tall, beautiful, or even ugly. We can compare objects like cars, buses, planes, animals too, like we can compare between shark and hammer shark, okay, lions and tigers. We can show the differences between them. Places too, okay, like Paris and Italy. We may say that Paris is bigger than Italy, or the contrasts, okay, of this, and we can say Paris is more beautiful than Italy, or even the similarity between them, both of them are in Europe. Here we are giving information about the two cities. Okay, we have, for example, here in Morocco, Ifran and Marrakesh. You can compare between them by saying, for example, Ifran is a small city, but Marrakesh is a big city. In Marrakesh, you can see historical monuments, but in Marrakesh, no. In Ifran, sorry, no. But we can't find historical monuments, but we can find a clean and beautiful city, beautiful small city. All of these words are words that we can use to compare and to describe things, okay? Also, we can compare music. For example, jazz, and we can compare between jazz and classic music. So for jazz music, they use just two instruments, okay, just the piano and the saxophone. But for classic music, we can hear sounds of many instruments like the piano, like the violin, cello, okay. So here I'm comparing between them by using such words. Okay, we can compare between books. For example, we can give the differences between science fiction books and fairy tales books, okay? So here, these are, okay, the things that we can compare. So, to express contrast in paragraph, we can use the following expressions. We can use however, but, in contrast. Okay, so let's repeat. We say however, but, in contrast. And we have many other words that we can use, okay? So, for example, this actor is very popular, but he is not so talented. Here I'm using but, okay, to show the differences, okay, that this person has, okay? Let's move now to the second example. That man has much money. That man has much money. However, he isn't happy at all. That man has much money. However, he isn't happy at all. Here, I'm talking about that man, so he has much money, but in contrast, he isn't happy at all. The shell of tortoise is harder and round in shape. The shell of tortoise, look here, is harder. I'm using here the adjective hard and round, okay, in shape. But in contrast, sea turtle has a flatter and softer shell. You see here for tortoise, we say that it has a harder and a round shell. But here for the sea turtle, it has a flatter and soft shell. Here is an interesting diagram. This Venn diagram, we can use this, okay, to help us organizing our ideas. We have here example 1. In this example, we are going to write all the ideas that we have about the subject that we are talking about. In example 2, we are going here, we'll write straight specific to example 2. But in the middle here, we are going to write the similarity between them. Here we'll write the similarities between the two examples, example 1 and example 2. Okay, let's repeat in these parts. We are going to write traits specific to first example, and here traits specific to example 2. But in the middle, okay, here we are going to write the similarities between the two examples. For example, here I'm talking about these fruits. We have here orange and bananas. In example 1, so how is the orange? I'm going to write to describe it. It's orange, round. We can't eat seeds. In second part, we are going to talk about banana. Banana is yellow. It is not orange like here. So here, in contrast, banana is yellow. Banana is long. In contrast, banana is not round. Okay. We can eat the seeds, okay, of banana because we can't see them. Okay, we can eat them. But here in orange, we can't eat the seeds. So let's remember that. To compare means discuss the similarities. To contrast means to discuss the differences. We can organize ideas using a Venn diagram. And don't forget to use this Venn diagram. Okay, it's going to help us to organize our ideas, or from which we are going to develop a well-formed paragraph. And don't forget, okay, for both, we can, here, as I said before, we can, in this part, describe the first example, and here we describe the second example and give the, to compare between them. But here in the middle, we'll write the similarity. For example, both of them are fruits. Here they are similar in this part, that both of them are fruits. We can eat it. Okay, these fruits that we can eat it. We can eat orange, we can eat bananas, and we have to peel it. So we have to peel the orange and we have to peel the bananas. So this Venn diagram gonna help us to write a good paragraph. So let's move to let's practice what we have learned before. Here we are going to compare and contrast two C creators, okay? So we are going to compare here two C creators. You are going to draw the following Venn diagram in your copybooks and fill it out with your ideas. Okay, take your past exercises, write the dates, okay, and then draw this Venn diagram. Okay, here you are going to make okay, it depends on your choices, okay. First choice, okay, first thing that you are going to talk about. First example, here, second one, by writing, describing it, okay, and comparing it between example number 1. Example 1, comparing it between example number 2, and the same thing for example 2, okay. And here in the middle, you are going to write about the similarities between them. So for here, as a topic, I gave you to write about C creators. Here, similarities that you are going to write. Both of them are C creators. Both of them live in the sea. Okay, both of them. Okay, maybe the color of them. Both of them are gray. Okay, so you can add anything about your subjects. Okay, so let's move now to practice 2. Write a short paragraph to compare and contrast the two C creators you choose above. So you are going to write a paragraph about the C creators you choose above here. Okay. You are going to organize this paragraph by writing, okay, sentences that you write here in your Venn diagram. So that brings us to the end, okay, of this presentation about paragraph of contrast. Thank you very much and goodbye.